Well, this week from the internet, Canada's Olympic bid for gold falls short. The men's hockey team takes silver, then collects their prize at the ticket booth. Plus, Lego's new Star Wars smart bricks have Luke and Darth Vader sounding more like R2-D2, trapped inside a dial-up modem. Punch the Monkey officially swings into America's heart and right off IKEA's shelves. It's the Reluctant Adult Podcast. Oh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who won the gold in figure hoarding, Bill!
Hi, everyone. That's right. Every year since 1983.
1983, yeah. You were only 2 months. 2 months you were taking the gold. That's got to be some sort of record.
Yeah, I only occupied that year. You occupied that year for less than 2 months.
Half a month or so, yeah.
About, yeah. Wow.
Well, I didn't win the gold, though. You won the gold.
I won the gold.
I don't know. What are we talking
Golden.
about? It's the week after Toy Fair. I was like, are we even going to do a show this week? Like, nothing's happening. We talked about everything last week. I still have, like, literally 20, 30 clips left to make from last week's show because we covered so much ground. This week is a complete... Yeah. Like, what could we possibly talk about this week?
Let's make a show out of this. These always are the best shows, though.
These are the best shows.
These are wild.
Shaved way too much of my beard. I'm not happy with it.
Oh,
I'm just noticing now. Noticing now.
3 weeks ago.
I don't like it. Mine
has come back.
Yeah, yours is back. So we'll see. We'll see how much of this makes it to air, but the audio will be fine. The audio is fine. Everything's fine. So, top story of the week. The Olympics happened. Now, I remember growing up that the Olympics it was a big deal. Like, it was everywhere. It preempted TV, so you had to watch it. But now, thanks to streaming, you don't even have to watch it at all. You can pretend like it never happened.
Well, that was the big thing, at least for us, because we had must-see TV.
Right.
And, must-see TV for us occupied, like, the Thursday night lineup on NBC. Always a big deal. And then we were like, wait, the Olympics? Oh. But then we had the summer ones, and it was always on. It was always on a break. Things were on a break, so you didn't really matter. Yeah. But
it was just annoying.
Yeah.
And then, it pushed Leno and Conan got pushed back or preempted or whatever. It was just annoying. It's always been a thorn in my side. I've never cared. My mom was always big into the figure skating, as all women were, in Nancy Kerrigan and all that stuff happened when we were growing up. So it was a big deal. I've always not liked it, but this year there was a little bit of toy adjacent news, if you will. So every year the Olympics have a mascot, this year being no different. And this year's mascot was Tina the Stoat, which is like a ferret or a weasel, some sort of Italian critter.
Varmint.
Some sort of vermin. Yeah. So that was the mascot. Stoat. They probably make coats out of that. That's why it's called Stoat.
Yeah.
And they made little stuffies of them. They gave them all to all the medalists. And the best part was they gave them to everyone that got a medal. And if you know how the sports work, if you didn't win gold, you lost. Nobody cares about silver or bronze. So in the hockey game, there's a final game, and it's you either win or lose. And if you win, you win the gold. If you lose, you win, quote unquote, the silver. So they were giving out the silver medals to the Canadian team, and you can see this gentleman's reaction to being handed the Tina stuffy, and he's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this thing? What even is this? So I feel like some toy company needs to capitalize on this and send these friends some, like bums or whatever Jazzwares makes. What's the Squishmallow? Like, somebody needs to capitalize on this and get some photos of these people looking happy holding their stuffed animals.
Oh, sure. Right? It's just like this stuffed animal thing. It just seems like something that should have been given in like a gift basket, like ahead of time.
No, it was a big deal. But look at this. These are figure skaters, and they are proudly gold, bronze, and silver, proudly displaying their Tina Stoat mascot.
Of course.
And there's actually a way to affix her to the medal, to the strap.
Oh.
There was a very, very adorable clip shared where the silver medalist was showing the gold medalist how to attach the plushie to her medal. So just, toys had a moment in the sun. There was a moment, and it wasn't great. But look at, there's lots of pictures of the athletes enjoying Tina, so it's not all negative. There's some positive there too. But.
No, I mean, I think the Canadian women hockey team as well had the same reaction. You had sent me a photo or a video.
They didn't like it?
Of them also getting the stuffy and being like, what the heck is this? Maybe stuffies just aren't big in Canada. I don't know. Maybe Canadians don't care for stuffies.
Can Canadians confirm? Are stuffies not a big deal up there? Has it not reached up there? I don't know. You would think you would want something to keep you warm. You would want something like that. But that just made me look back at past Olympic mascots. And, I think this year's mascot. I think this year's mascot was great. But I could imagine the reactions if I got this guy. He looks like that Pokemon. They have like a million of him.
That.
He's just
I
like
don't
a
remember
weird...
that mascot. That's interesting.
2012 Summer Games. He's just a Cyclops looking great. He's got some bracelets on there. I don't even know.
Yeah, like rings. These guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess that makes sense. He's got the Olympic rings on him. 2006 Winter Games. Just like Marshmallow Head looking friends. Not super cute. And then famously,
this guy, I remember this guy.
What year was this? 96 Olympics in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just a amorphous blob of blue. I don't even know.
This was back when he was everywhere. Weird. I think he was even a full-sized mascot.
Oh yeah, walk around. I think they all have that where they're walking around like it's Disney. Oh yeah, it's big business. And then these guys, 2004. I don't even know what animal crackers. What are they supposed to be?
It looks like a piece of prosciutto.
The kid drew this. I don't even know.
Looks that one on the left looks like a piece of ham that Fred Flintstone would eat.
That does, yeah. I don't know what these like, I don't know. I don't know. That was Athens. Bullseyes where the somethings would be. And then going way back, 76, we have this snowman where they only got the one, level, and he gave him a nice hat, but he got hands. Then 84. Here we go, Sam the Eagle, very patriotic. He stole the torch from the Statue of Liberty. I don't know if you can just rent that out. 94, Norway, we had some Norwegian children that looked like when you used to make the dolls out of the like the pantyhose. Did you ever do that in school? You would stuff pantyhose with cotton and like squeeze it real tight, and they would look like potatoes.
Probably. Yeah, I remember those.
We did that. That was big business. So those guys, I don't know, these guys from Japan, they're just I think these are like faces. Those are okay. And then these are actually, I don't know. I'm sure there's a contest. I'm sure it's a big deal. These are some of the better ones. I know we should for what's the next one? There's one, it's coming to LA pretty soon, right?
It's the Summer Games.
2 years?
Yeah. Yes. But it's probably too late for that. They probably already got the merch.
It's probably too
late.
Have
to get on board with the next Winter Games. We'll enter it as our kids. How about that?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do wonder if they take like submissions. So these are some of the better ones. We had there's like, I like when they do a bunch of different animals. So Sochi, Russia in 2014 just had some nice, some woodsy critters, and Rio had some nice. This is like a monkey friend and like a bush or something. I don't know.
The Earth.
And then Beijing just had a bunch of. This looks like Sushi Pack. Do you remember Sushi Pack? That cartoon? No. I loved Sushi Pack.
No.
That reminds me a lot of that. And then Vancouver just had some friendly, and this is like a Sasquatch or something. I don't know.
Oh, so they are somewhat stuffy.
I mean, they had to provide them.
They observe stuffies
Maybe
somehow.
Just the people of Canada are not into the stuffies. I don't know, but I'd like to find out. But this clip will just, someone needs to, put not Photoshop video,
the Canadian
but
team.
Else
that was a huge upset for them. So I mean,
sure,
I can imagine no level of stuffy could rise their spirits. That's the problem.
No level of
nothing could.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. The winning commercial here is someone finding a stuffy that would bring a smile to that man's face, because he just looked at this like, what the fuck did you just hit? He's like
the
looking at it from every angle.
It's the look like that, and then the turn away. Like, do you think?
Yeah.
We talked about the kids and the Happy Meals and the Happy Meal toys. Do they stay in the car? Do you think that thing stayed in the hotel room or whatever the Olympic Olympic Village?
Good Lord, no! Right in the trash. No, he didn't bother. He didn't drop that the second the camera turned away.
Oh,
so good for them.
The Olympics, America, they're big in the house. My wife is a huge fan of the Olympics, both summer and winter. So
yeah, the women love it
constantly.
Something about the Olympics. My screen is doing that thing again. I hate so much. Let me see if I can fix it.
But like you said, it's a lot easier to ignore the Olympics now with streaming. You can just be like, nah, I don't want to watch this.
Plus, they definitely did not promote it this year because I can't imagine patriotism has had an all-time high. So they were like, maybe not so much. We're not going to do too much with that this year. But that's okay. America did win. I think they actually won a record for turning a win into a loss. Record time. It was real quick. Before the day was over, they were like, what did they say? Oh, okay, well, that's not great. Anyway, I think we can move on from the Olympics. I think we spent enough time on that. There was actually one other thing. Oh, the figure skater that everyone enjoys. She won the gold. Her name is Alyssa Liu? Liao? Do you know how to pronounce this? Everyone knows. Is it Lou? Yeah. Like Cindy Lou Who? She has the raccoon hair. Is that what it's called? It's like the rings in her hair.
Yeah.
The Bratz people, they mocked up what she would look like as a brat. I don't know. Apparently, this is a thing because her dad is in the crowd holding a sign that has her as a brat, and it's like, the Bratz pack or something. I don't know the story behind this, but again, another toy adjacent national news story. So I didn't realize brats were still a thing. Are they still a thing? Is that still a property that exists? They haven't morphed into another.
I think there's like some high end brats now at Target. I think.
Wow, high end brats. That
they're an upper level in cost.
Sure,
but it's never anything that I got into.
I remember the story. The origin of brats is interesting because it was a gentleman that was currently working at Mattel on the Barbie brand created them.
Yeah.
But he created them while he was still working at Barbie. So Mattel was like, oh, we created brats. They're like, we own this because you were on the clock. And that's how contracts work because this country sucks. But no, that is how it works. So I think he did have to, give something. So does Mattel make the brats? Is that how it works now?
No, it's their own thing.
They're their own thing, but they do like Monster High, or like
right.
Like that.
I think
so
from Bratz, a lot of things have gone out in opposite directions, like Monster High and a couple other of the smaller non-Barbie, but Barbie adjacent style toys.
And speaking of Barbie adjacent, the Rhea Ripley doll that we've been mentioning the pre-order window has been extended until January 20th. Now, when they extend a pre-order window, do you consider that a positive thing? Like, it's selling so well, why shut it off? Or is it like, we haven't sold enough, let's like keep this open and hopefully we'll sell more?
That's a good question. You said January, but it's April 20th.
Did I say January? Okay, yeah.
You did. Yeah.
Not a full year. April 20. Yeah.
April 20th. That's a good question. I don't know if, I feel like, especially with Mattel is historic for modifying open pre-orders and even their crowdfunding options and extending the date and being like, oh, you've got more of a chance. But it realistically seems like they're trying to make it work, but at the same time, they're not fulfilling the orders that they thought. Like, projections didn't meet what they expected.
That's why it's sort of like, is this good news or bad news? But then at the same time, it doesn't really matter to the consumer because it's still getting produced. And if anything, the fewer that are made, the more collectible it becomes in the long run.
Right.
So, as someone who's buying it, you actually probably are hoping that it did not sell many units, because then the thing you have is just so much more collectible.
Well, they're probably trying to meet the manufacturer minimum at that point. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But, from the reaction it got from our video, I thought it was doing gangbusters. The one thing they have not tried yet, is advertising it on WWE television, because they did advertise those LJN figures that are a Target exclusive, and those have sold very well. Series 2 is starting to pop up now, and I was on a little bit of a road trip this week, so I got to stop in at a different Target than I usually frequent, and I did actually find one figure on the pegs, and it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. So this is the like the normal, not the chase. The black card is considered the chase, but it looks great on the blue. I think this figure will look great on the black, so I probably want to get it both ways. But I was happy to find this. I was happy that it made it back. I had it in my backpack the whole trip. The card did not really, it was not any worse for the wear. These are very sturdy cards. So if it did get dinged up, I was going to open it, because I haven't opened up any of them. I want to see what that's like. But speaking of the LJN figures, while we're on that note, somebody leaked photos of Series 3, which is going to be Jake Roberts, The Rock, Jey Uso, and is Punk in this one? It might be Punk. That's a good set, if that's the case. So these are prototypes of Jake Roberts, Jake the Snake, and The Rock. The Rock is posed here with his one arm up, classic Rock pose. I think it looks great. They're striking a nice balance here, where the figures are the newer ones, like the new sculpts. I think they're a little more realistic than the original LJN ones, like just looking at Stone Cold, but still not like super realistic. Like I just like the balance that they're striking with them. And then
I think like muscle men right here.
They do, but they're much larger. They're much larger.
Yes. I bet you like these unpainted ones.
I don't hate it. I think that would actually be a fun like chase variant if they wanted to do like unpainted ones. Like Todd McFarlane does that a lot. But I guess it would also be easy to just like spray paint them up. But yeah, I think these are really fun. They're pretty, if you can find them, they're not too hard to collect, because I think they're only doing like 4 sets a year. But that might be the hardest part, is finding them, because Series 2 pre-sold out real quick on Target.com, and it's not come back in stock. This week, everything at Target for wrestling is 20% off if it's in stock. So even more incentive to buy them up. If you see them, I need to take my receipt back and get a price adjustment. Give me that $5 back. Gotta wait in line, though. And let's see. While we're on wrestling, let's finish it off. AEW. So, if you know the saga, the future of the Jazz Wares line is in question. I think every day we march a little bit closer to answering that question. But Jeremy Padawer did say that there would be AEW product in 2026, and we can confirm that pre-orders went up for figures, and we saw prototypes listed on eBay, which means they have been made, but the assortment has shrunk to 4 figures and a chase variant. So that's very much like end of line stuff when assortments start shrinking. But somebody posted this picture of the current set that's out at Walmart. So many of them, and they're all discounted for $5. Now, if I came across this assortment, I think I probably would have bought every single figure, because this is a great set. You got Ric Flair, you got some really colorful characters, and $5, man, that's like Ross pricing. I think Ross is like 3 or 4 sometimes, but I don't know. I will stand by my claim that these are the best wrestling figures. And, you know, I don't know what the future holds in terms of will people want these figures in the future, but I'm hoarding them like they're going to be valuable. Like, I bought all the Ross figures, all the $3 figures, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I have them, and I'm happy to have them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Let's find a nice light story.
Let's find something I can talk about.
Let's find something. Do you want to talk about the Mondo Janine?
I mean, she's interesting.
Okay.
She went up. So, did she go up for pre-order, or
she's up for pre-order, and she's up for pre-order through a date. I don't know what the date is, but
what are they calling it? A timed pre-order? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
When they have it,
she's not going to sell out because there's not. Is there? I don't think there is. Like, they'll do like a limited exclusive.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the case in this one because she comes with the desk. And I don't think she's available without the desk. Let's see if I can find. So she's $150, which I was $140, excuse me. She's available through March 10th. So there you go. You got some time.
Okay.
$140 before tariffs, which is another story we're going to have to talk about. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any. No, you can't buy her without the desk. You got to get her with the desk.
Okay.
So if you think about it this way, the figures have been $100. The Ghostbusters and the Ghost. So we're saying that the figure is $100 and you're paying $40 for the desk. However you want to justify it in your mind.
I think it's the other way around. I think you're paying $100 for the desk and $40.
$100 for the desk, and then Janine is the $40. And then you get a couple ghosts. You actually get 3 ghosts because you get a Slimer that's in like a kissing pose.
The kissy
which is
face
a lot of fun.
Slimer.
This is a very fun. I think this is probably the most fun way that you could produce and present a Janine figure. Giving her the desk, the computer, you can recreate the opening scene from the cartoon.
She's not completely stationary. She can pose with everyone else and not sit at the desk, which is great.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. This
I don't know either.
Really cracked me up. The head they gave her. Let me see if I can find the. There's I don't know. It looks silly. It's just a little too silly. She's in shock. I don't know. It's just very funny to me because it's like, I don't know. Someone posted the picture of season 5 Janine, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Is that? And it's like, what happened there? What happened in season 5? They really changed her.
They did.
Why though? Why? What was wrong with that
Janine? Edge.
No.
That's a good question.
It's so bizarre.
I don't know. She was more.
Mondo
she was definitely. She wasn't more.
Include that head.
She was softer. She was a softer version of Janine. She didn't have that edge.
What about Lewis? Was he like? He was like a full-time Ghostbuster at that point. He was always in the jumpsuit.
I don't think so. I thought he was always with those gigantic glasses and that blue shirt.
I really need to do a rewatch. Is it streaming anywhere? It was on Tubi for a while.
It was on Tubi. I think it is streaming. It's streaming somewhere.
I need to just sit down and watch it at like two times speed though, so everybody sounds like a chipmunk. That's the way to do it. So after Janine, we don't technically know who's coming. I guess Lewis is the one that has been shown. So unless they pull a fast one and do like the the Human Busters or something, like a mold that we already have. Yeah. Do you think they'll do that? They'll do the spectral Ghostbusters?
Oh, like the ones from Citizen Ghost?
Yeah.
With the green heads? Oh, okay.
Do you think they'll do that? Would people
maybe
be
they'll do it as
pay...
like a 4-pack for like San Diego?
Do you think people will be willing to pay $400 for that though, or even more if it's an exclusive?
Probably. People are crazy. People are wild with their money.
They're so irresponsible with their toys.
They are.
We need to find like a responsible toy collector, and he just has like a couple things. Like there's no, you can't, these two things do not coexist. You cannot be responsible and be a toy, like a real toy collector. Like
that's true.
You just can't. It just doesn't, like, It's not responsible to buy toys. It's just not. You should be putting that money in stocks and bonds. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But even people who are responsible don't, always make out or, get ahead. So don't be responsible. I think that's the motto of the show. That's what the takeaway. It's like, it's more fun to be irresponsible.
Yeah.
At least sometimes. You got to choose. You can't be responsible in every aspect of your life. Maybe that's the motto. Find those places to be irresponsible.
Yep. Find the time to treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
What better way to treat yourself than with some Ghostbusters? I think this is a good place to take a break. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Oh, my kids got changeables the other night.
From McDonald's?
Yeah, and they left them in the car.
We got one today. The fact that they're still available shows that they did not do well. Like, if they should be sold out by now. Like, it's been a month, hasn't it?
I don't know. It's been a month. I should go and see if I can get a set. They gave me 2 of the same. They suck.
Oh, I tried to get.
That's fine.
They gave us one, and it was one we had. So I went up and I was like, "Can you give me another one?" And I could see the bin, and he just stuck his hand in and grabbed one without looking, and he's like, "Here you go." And I'm like, it could have been the same exact one. You didn't even check. But that's okay. They offered us a free Shamrock shake, and I was like, "No, my son is lactose intolerant. That's okay." Anyway, so we're back from break. I don't know if you noticed that or not. So a couple weeks ago, a month ago, before Toy Fair, we were talking about these Lego smart bricks that they've rolled out. They're doing Star Wars first, and the fun thing here is there's a smart brick. It knows what build it interacts with, so it gives you sounds, then lights that correspond to whatever that build is. So they're starting to roll these out. You can buy them. There's a display at Walmart, at least this person's Walmart, where you can move the guy around.
Walmart guys.
And it'll have, it has the builds in there, and as you move the brick along, it does the different sounds. So this is going to be Princess Leia next, eventually. Okay. That's just some music. I don't know what that is. Here comes Luke. And this is R2. Yeah. So it's gibberish. I don't know when they presented it, if it was presented as these are going to be voices, like dialogue from the film, but it's not. It's gibberish. And that's a choice. It's sort of like if the Minions sounded like your dial-up modem is how I'm describing it. So here's some more. This guy is playing with all those
lines.
So that's Darth Vader, obviously. They think it sounds like Q*bert. That's Luke. Here's Luke. Yeah. It's Q*bert. It absolutely is Q*bert.
Well, we first start to make sure that these sound as authentic as possible.
And that's the gentleman trying to explain. It's
trying to explain what the hell they're doing?
He's trying to explain what they're doing. Somebody took scenes from the movie and he dubbed it with the characters' Lego dialogue. So this is here you go. So that's the famous Luke, I am your father scene. That music is actually. I don't know if that's from it. That sounds better. There's Wicket. And there's Luke and Yoda. Yeah. So
I'm going to tell you, as a parent, if I get this thing in the house, not realizing that those are the noises that makes, and my kid is just like constantly like, that thing's going in the trash. It's in the trash. Give me that smart brick.
Give me a brick.
Give me that smart brick. Your Legos are going to be dumb from now on.
Yeah. This is a dumb Lego home. Get your smart bricks out of here. I just don't know how they were like the Lego people. 'Cause Lego people seem pretty bright, pretty intelligent. You know, Lego, one of the smarter toys historically. They're all engineers. They're from Germany or wherever that is. To put this out and be like, this is good. People are going to enjoy this. I just feel like I would love to have been in on those meetings where they demoed it and they're like, yep, we're ready. This is ready. Put it out. Kids are going to love it. Kids are going to love it. I mean, maybe that's the thing. It's so dumb that it's going to catch on and people are going to like have fun with it. But I feel like not. I feel like that's not going to happen and that people are not going to love it. But
someone is going to find a way to crack the Lego brick code and be able to put their own sounds in it.
Well, that's what needs to happen.
Make it better.
Honestly.
Well, that's what will happen because it happens with everything. There's always just some normal person who's like, watch, let me just do it this way, much cheaper, and here you go.
Yeah. But you don't even really need to do it, like, because you're gonna show a video of it. You can just edit it, whatever voice you want on there. Like, you're not really playing with it. There's no way,
right?
So that's what's happening with that. I don't know. Okay. It doesn't make me want to buy it. At the end of the day,
no,
I'm not like, I need to check this out for myself. Like, maybe I'll do the try me thing at Walmart, but I'll be interested to see. But I mean, the kids are not big Star Wars fans right now, anyways. So they're not gonna be like, oh, that's
my kid.
Accurate.
My kid is a big Spirited Away fan now. I don't know what happened.
Spirited Away. Oh wow.
The anime.
Yeah, the big gray, like the critter that was in Toy Story. That one shot. Like he was in some. I don't think bedroom.
Is he in that?
Yeah, in that big gray. Okay. Or is that a different thing?
I think it's a different thing.
What am I thinking of?
I think that's Ponyo, I believe, but I could be wrong.
Ponyo. Well, now I need to find out. Spirited Away.
Needless to say,
scary mask creature here.
Yeah.
Totoro. Is that what I'm talking about?
Totoro. Yeah, that's who you're thinking of.
Oh, Totoro. What is Totoro? Totoro. Yeah, Totoro was in Toy Story. I don't know anything about anime.
No,
I don't know any of these things.
He knows all
the
same.
Now. Good. Yeah. Good for him. Is he watching on Netflix? Is that where you get all that?
He's watching it on HBO.
Oh, HBO. Your kid watches HBO. Wow. Damn.
He's got his own account. Yes.
Homebach. He's got his own account. He pays for it.
Yeah.
That's what he spends his birthday money on. That's really funny. He got the non-ad version. He paid extra. He's like, I'm not sitting through ads when I watch
that was a conversation. That was a budgeted conversation I had with my wife regarding us bundling Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO.
Yeah.
And then doing it with and without ads. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. We are an ad-free house.
We are ad-free on most of them. We had to update because of the pit. Or I think maybe that's it. I don't know. It's just like the shows we watch on HBO. Like we don't want to be interrupted. We just want to watch them straight.
No, I gotcha.
So it's like it's worth it for that.
Did you watch that? Did you watch that A Night in?
Not yet.
It's good.
It
was good.
Okay. We keep being like, that's the next one, but then like something pops up and it's like, oh, a new season of Love Is Blind. It's like, well, we got to watch that. But yeah, that'll be the next thing.
It's good. It's nice and light. It's not like overly dramatic.
Okay. That's good.
It's not overly violent. There is some blood.
Mm-hmm. Enough violence.
It's a lighthearted jaunt through Westeros. The kid in it that they got playing Aegon Targaryen. He's a joy. He's just like a happy kid, which is great.
So that Aegon, like, what generation Aegon? Because there's been a few of them, right? Like, where does this take place in the timeline?
This takes place, is it like...
before Game of Thrones?
It's before, but
it's after
like
House of Dragon?
No, it's after House of the Dragon, but it's before
this is like
Game of Thrones.
This is like the Mandalorian. It's like sandwiched between two things, so like nothing too crazy can happen.
Do you remember
how it starts?
Do you remember the blind? So if you remember the blind maester from from what is that? The Wall there.
Sure, I do. Actually,
he's like the brother of the little bald kid. So not like too far in the past.
That's fine. I don't care. I will watch it, but I don't care enough about the mythos of Game of Thrones.
No, it's fun.
Like, That's not fun. Accurate to the... Is it based on the books? This is also a book series.
This was the short, like a little novella.
Oh, that's fun.
A Night in King's Landing, or whatever it's called.
I always like when they turn like little small things into like full productions. I feel like that's more. It's like you have to make up your own. It's like it's not all done. The work's not all done for you, and then people can't be like, "Oh, it wasn't the same as the book." But here it's like, "Oh, it wasn't the same as this 3-paragraph story." It's like, they had to
what they did with the
embellish
Hobbit
a little bit.
Right?
Is that the case? They had to like create their own thing.
Oh my god! Well, it went from 2 movies to 3 movies, and then like extended movies, and there's just so much more content. They had to dip into other books just to make stuff, and then Legolas showed up, and then they were creating characters. Yeah.
Oh my god,
it's a big thing.
That whole Lord of the Rings world. It's
yeah, you missed it. I got heavily into it. You were like, nah, not for me.
I liked the Toy Biz toys, so I watched the movies.
Yeah,
some of them. I think I didn't make it through all the movies.
What was that company that put out the Hobbit figures for the first movie? I don't think they exist anymore.
I vaguely remember this being a thing, but what did they look like? Were they what scale were they?
They were like 3 3/4 inch.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
And they were based on the movie?
Yeah, they were.
Okay, here we go. Here's some... This is... Toy Wiz is selling. Have you ever bought anything from Toy Wiz? I don't feel like they're a real company.
No, I've never bought anything. It's like
their prices they're so like I don't know if this is the case. I just remember like their prices were always crazy, and it's like, who's actually using this company? Bridge Direct, is that who you're thinking of?
Bridge Direct, that's who it was. Yeah. Bridge Direct.
What a name for a toy company, Bridge Direct. Is it like
that's like people getting surprised with
to what they were
Toy Wiz. It's like people getting still surprised by Premium DNA. Someone was like, has anyone heard anything about the Mad Balls Series 2? I pre-ordered it 4 years ago, and I still have... It's like, dude.
Yeah. Keep waiting. So Bridge Direct...
Your money's gone.
It's somewhere. Bridge Direct redirects me to Basic Fun, who makes lots of stuff. Those little things, like World's Smallest.
Stretch Armstrong and everything, yeah.
Okay, they have their own timeline, and it's like Candyland. So, 2009, Bridge Direct is founded by Jay Foreman. 2010, Justin Bieber was the company's initial product launch. 2013, Bridge Direct acquires Good Stuff, a leading amusement and fun entertainment plush company. 2015, Bridge Direct acquires Shopkins. 2017, company acquires Uncle Milton.
Oh, wow.
Tech for Kids merges into The Bridge Direct. Companies are integrated and become Basic Fun. Okay. So in 2017, The Bridge, whatever, became Basic Fun. And then we have Connex. Basic Fun acquires Geo World and Play Hut. Basic Fun launches successful proprietary brand Cutaritos or Cutitos. the little burritos that are like animals. That's on your list. Like that's a big thing. And then Basic Fun acquires the master toy license for Care Bears and Tonka. So that's interesting because we know Tonka is the reason that Hasbro has Star Wars, because Kenner did Star Wars and Kenner was a subsidiary of Tonka, and Hasbro bought Tonka for the trucks, and then Kenner was just thrown in as extra. So that's your toy history for the week. Wow, that was something. All because of whatever. What were we even talking about?
We were talking about Bridge Direct.
I know, but why? Because
that whole time.
Because of the Hobbit.
We were also talking about The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it was quite the tangent. But then it ended in a history lesson, as all things should.
Look at that. You learned something.
Yes.
Very good. Hey, so for a while now, I've been pumping up this Armor Source thing. And I don't even remember. I think I just saw a picture of it, and I was like, this is cool. And then I learned about it, and it's basically the same story as Power Rangers, where it's it's a show that exists in another country, and then a toy company, in this case MGA, bought the rights to bring it to America, dub it, create new American footage, and make a new show out of it. And that's the origin of Power Rangers, where Haim Saban bought the Super Sentai footage, brought it over and shot American footage and spliced it all together, and created the biggest toy brand for a long time. So Armor Source, it was on Disney XD. It's now on Disney Plus, so I was able to watch it. I showed it to my oldest son. He immediately was completely on board. He loved it. He watched over there. We went for this road trip, and we stayed at a place, Airbnb, and he finished the whole series that weekend. Like, he was really into it. And I am really impressed with a lot of it. Some of it, when you're working, because it's like, it's like a puzzle. You have this footage, and then you have to make a new story, and like some of it works and some of it's not going to work so great. But the CG, the weird thing is that they're not called Rangers, but just for simplification, the human characters in suits, we'll call them Rangers. They're completely CGI. There are no practical suits. It's like when they did the clones in the prequels.
Oh.
There's just no practical suits. It's all CGI. So you never get that shot where you have the helmetless character, which is always like the best. They only did that for the villain character. He gets a practical suit, so you got to take his helmet off. So that's unfortunate. But what you're really there for the dinosaurs with armor and guns and all this crazy shit, and it's really fun. And like some of the CGI is actually very good, especially for just a show on Disney Plus. Like, some of it's very good, some of it's not the best, and it's very obvious very quickly what's good and what's not. But it's a lot of fun. They had some sort of premiere event where they invited, I think, the families of people that worked on the show, because one of the writers posted on Blue Sky about it, and they had the toys out. So I keep checking like eBay to see if these toys are out yet. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe it's a Christmas thing. But I'm excited to see the toys in person because I think they're going to be really fun. They're just dinosaurs with armor. It's Dino Riders. Like, that's what we want. We want Dino Riders. So I hope these end up being cool. I hope if they would like to send us a set to review, we'd be happy to do that.
Sure.
But yeah, the show's definitely worth a watch. I think there is another season coming. Some things I was reading, it talked about a 2-season deal. So it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. Not really. It kind of like wraps it up in not the most satisfying way. My son was kind of like, I didn't like that ending. I'm like, well, I think they're going to do more. So it'll be okay. But okay. Armor Source. Check it out.
Armor
Disney
Source.
Plus. Armor Source.
I'll see what the kids have to say about it.
I think your kid would like it.
It's fallen off my radar as far as a lot has. I don't know.
What's up? What's going on?
Nothing.
I didn't catch what your train of thought there. What were you saying?
Oh, I said it fell off my radar, as many things have.
Armor Source?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, you can watch the show, but like toys aren't out yet. Once the toys pop up, it'll be a big deal. Like, you know, like what's that thing? The ninja zombies, the ninjambies. Like that was a big deal for us for a little while there.
It was.
Those are still hanging out at Target. I wonder if they're gonna get that. Like they made 2 new characters that Amazon had.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're ever gonna get those in stores, or what the plan
Grab
is.
them on Amazon if you could.
Are they not in stock? Are they out of stock?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked. I just know that I think Walmart went pretty heavy with the first wave, and I've seen them for like $5. So.
Oh, Walmart is very quick on the clearance trigger now.
Yeah, but Walmart Walmart doesn't play around anymore with like the obscure. It's all just very generic, basic stuff at this point for them.
Yeah,
in their toy aisle, it's almost like
chances.
Why bother going into it, because it's all the same stuff. It's like Skibbity Toilet, and I don't know. It all skews to like a weird like it all skews to like this new demographic of interest that I just can't get around. Like the meme culture, I guess it is.
Yeah, like the what's the word for it? It's like there's a word for it. It's like basically means like this is stupid. Like what is it? It'll come to me. But yeah, it's not, they're trying to capture this demo that like loves YouTube and stuff, but I don't know that it translates into toys. Like I just don't.
Right.
Like,
these kids will watch similar to like the physicality of like the Fortnite figures. It's like
Yeah.
This person doesn't exist because they're on to the next thing.
Exactly.
Within like a 24-hour cycle at some points. So it's like, how can you capture that, have them buy it? It's basically it's for like, oh, you had a conversation with this person, and then you say, oh, well, my grandmother picked it up because she heard once that I liked this, but it was 6 months ago that I liked it.
That's the thing with the Fortnite things too, where it's like they're trying to, like, I think Jazzwares is bringing them out again, and it's just the original characters, but it's like nobody's playing as those in the game. Like everybody's using the IP characters. Like,
right, that's why NECA's being smart about it with their horror figures and the turtle figures. They're like, yeah, this is what people want.
I think they really they have
all that. They have all that IP, and they can do a bunch of different ones, with the exception of like Star Wars. But
yeah, I don't even know if I would want those. I'm trying to think of. It's like, who has the rights to do The Office right now? Because you could do Michael Scott and you could do Dwight as a Fortnite character. It's like, that would be a really fun way. Because it's, we were seeing those AI characters of the Office characters, like the AI He-Man toys, if they were Office characters. And it's like, yeah, that's how you have to do a property like this. You'd still make it a toy. But essentially, that's what Fortnite would be, because you would give them, weapons and like the fun back bling and the gliders that are specific to the show, like just all these fun little gadgets and like trinkets. Like that would be a fun toy. But the you have to have both licenses, and the licensor or E has to be like, yeah, that's fine, do that. And that probably is more difficult. It's easier said than done. But NECA figured out a way. So, in a lot of ways, NECA is sort of the canary in the coal mine for these things. Like, they were the first ones to do Turtles outside of Playmates. And now, look, everybody is doing Turtles for a little bit longer. We'll see how long that lasts. But I think this might be another instance where these companies that hold the IP for these brands are going to be like, well, wait a minute. Are you saying that we could put these out as Fortnite? We just have to get the Fortnite license too? Wait a minute. They cracked the code. So we'll see how much more of that we get, but I think that's actually very smart. Let's talk about one of the bigger controversies of the week. So Four Horsemen, they do this very popular toy line, and they like to do exclusives for conventions. So they're doing what they're calling a touring figure, which means every convention they hit for 2026, they were going to have this figure. This is a figure called the Legendary Warrior. And this is a female, sword and sorcery character, generic character. Yeah. It's not a specific character. And it was scheduled, it was promoted as coming with 4 different head sculpts, or, they're the same head sculpt, but they had different color hair, and one of them had face paint. Okay. And they posted this on their Instagram. And the company behind Red Sonja, are you familiar with that comic character?
Yeah, she's been around for quite some time.
Sure. They were like, hold up. This character with the red hair and the the whole look, this looks like our character, and we're not cool with you selling this. So either someone made that clear to Four Horsemen, or the Red Sonja people reached out to the Four Horsemen, and Four Horsemen were like, okay, fine, we're just gonna eliminate the 2 portraits, the face painted one and the non-face painted one. We're just gonna nix them. They're gone.
Oh.
So now you're only getting the blonde and the brunette, and they're dropping the price $10. People were like, wait a minute, we're getting less stuff. So a lot happened in like a 48-hour span after posting
I wouldn't have buckled. This company doesn't own the rights to red hair. That seems
that's
just
the thing.
Crazy.
I know. That's what a lot of people were saying, that they disagree with the Four Horsemen giving in. They thought, because the figures have already been made. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, these are ready to go. So now the Four Horsemen are just sitting on these extra heads. Eventually they're going to have to show up somewhere, or they're going to like hand paint them different colors. But people really thought that it was worth the fight, but maybe to the Four Horsemen, it was not worth the fight. Clearly it was not worth the fight. But this is sort of like the Four Horsemen's deal with this line, where it's like these characters are reminiscent of existing IP characters, but they kind of get away with it because, they just do. So finally someone was like,
of course. I've seen a
too
few.
Close.
They've had one that was had like the Battle Cat colors and everything like that. Yeah, they just kind of
they have fun. They're just having fun. They're just having fun. They love toys.
Sure. They try to sneak under the radar, and they got caught by the Red Sonja
until
people.
Somebody, the thing with IP law is you don't get to pick and choose when you defend it, because if you don't defend it, then when someone else uses your IP, they can point to this and be like, well, you didn't go after them. So they kind of have to do it. And they did. And this is the situation. But it was a big to do. People obviously have opinions about it. And it would be interesting to see what the comments are under this video.
Sure.
So make it good. Big Bad Toy Store released a statement on tariffs. Now, we haven't heard a lot about tariffs recently because they've just sort of existed. Like you're paying them, whether you realize it or not. You're paying them. So you might have seen on the news that the Supreme Court said that the tariffs that were enacted, not legal. They gotta stop. And, we're sort of live in this nebulous world where the law kind of matters sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see what ends up happening. But people will obviously,
for our tariffs.
Well, that's the question. So these companies that paid the tariffs at the docks are like, give us our money back, even though these companies passed on those expenses to the customer. So now the customers are like, hey, give us our money back.
Yeah.
Everybody wants their money back. And I'm not sure there's money to give back, how these things go. So Big Bad Toy Store had to release a statement, or they chose to release a statement, try to get out in front of this, being like, we're monitoring the situation. Nothing has been communicated to us about the tariffs. The way that Big Bad Toy Store was doing it, though, they were like having tariffs be a separate line item on the price. So I guess if tariffs go away, they can just delete that price. It's not like they factored it into the overall price. So that's good. But I don't know as of this moment if the tariffs are still being collected. Nobody knows. But, good luck. That's all I can say. You think we're going to get those Marvel Legends prices down back to $20? People are like, I'd be happy with 25. I was like, no, bring them back down to $9 like when they first started.
Yes.
I want a poster. I want a comic. I want a base. I want it all.
Nope.
Come on.
Get nothing.
I want it all.
I'd be happy at 25. That's crazy.
No, I'm not happy. Are you kidding me? I want 20. I could see. In my mind, everything still costs 20 because I don't know why.
I'd love to buy a Star Wars figure again, but I haven't done it in several months.
Wouldn't that be nice to buy a Star Wars figure again?
Yeah.
To just go to Target and buy a Star Wars figure and be like, this is a sensible price. I feel comfortable.
Go to Target and buy
price.
something for myself as opposed to the children, and then just live vicariously through them.
Oh yeah.
No,
those were the good old days.
No
I
luck.
remember that. Oh well, there's always tomorrow. We were talking a lot about those Motu Chronicle figures for the movie. Apparently, they're also going to do non-movie characters because someone had photos of Scareglow, and this is a good figure. Like, this is just a spooky skeleton man.
Yeah.
With, like, really defined
Scareglow's
skull.
always been great. Scareglow's
What a
always
great
been
looking figure.
a top tier figure.
And then look at the scale. These are supposed to be smaller than Masterverse, but he is the same size as Masterverse Scareglow. So I don't know if this is just a larger character.
Maybe.
He looks great. I'm very excited to check these out because
I like
the articulation. I love the flames. I love how they've done the articulation with like the rocker waist and
like the bony kneecaps.
It really works really well. The bony kneecaps work really well. Yeah. I'm just really excited for these. I can't wait for these to come out. This is going to be really fun. Great packaging. It looks so good in the packaging. It looks like a Four Horsemen figure. Like,
yeah.
You see these companies
like legions.
When they put they can do it. Put their mind to it. They can do it. I don't know. I don't know what took them so long. Mattel's like, we have every brand now. We might as well start trying. Now's the time to start trying.
It's like when Hasbro was putting these guys out for that was like a $5 figure.
What is it?
That effing Mon.
Oh, effing Mon, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we can do a good job. I mean, this came out 2005.
Yeah,
I
remember that in the pegs.
This is a 22-year-old figure at this point, probably.
Yeah.
He looks great.
I wonder what they would update if they did it now. Some new articulation.
It's basically just like you could take it and break a window with him. Just take that.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
He is a
so
solid
the biggest story,
dude.
You talking about me? No, that's Vermont. The biggest story in the world is Punch the Monkey.
Punch.
Now, I asked you if you had heard this story, and you said, "Of course, of course I."
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about Punch the Monkey?
Punch the Monkey is a Japanese macaque?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yep.
And he's at the zoo. He was abandoned by his mother. Mm-hmm. And he was lonely, and he was being rejected by the other monkeys in the zoo. So the zookeepers gave him an IKEA stuffed animal, and he bonded with that.
Yeah.
And he just carries it around everywhere within the enclosure.
It everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, everybody raced to IKEA to buy the same monkey, and it sold out, and it's going for hundreds of dollars on eBay.
See, I was at school vacation. I was at IKEA. I did not see this monkey, so I must have just missed it.
He's gone. So IKEA always on top of things. In every country there's an IKEA. They started doing advertisements with the monkey and other monkeys to show how they work together. So it's really cute. But again, just like the sad hockey players, what an amazing opportunity for a toy company to capitalize on Punch the Monkey. And I don't even know what that looks like, but I'm not paid to figure out what that looks like. These companies are paid to figure out what that looks like. So I don't know if we're gonna see. We'll
is
probably see a
Punch-
Funko Pop of Punch.
Punch the monkey. He might be like a for real pet. Would be something.
He's gonna be
maybe.
a for real pet, sure. And he comes with the IKEA. Does IKEA hold the license for the like adoptive parent pet? Like, can these companies reproduce the look of the IKEA? I think it's like an orangutan.
Yeah.
Or do they have to change it up? Like how far could they go? Like, do the colors have to be different? Like, that's what's going to be really interesting. And if IKEA starts going after these companies, this is AI. That's not real. We can't use that. But here's the video of it. So this is how it started. Look at him with a little. He loves it. That's how we are with our toys. And then and finally the other. How do you say it? Macaque. Macaque.
Yeah, macaques.
Macaques. Never heard of that kind of monkey. They're all friends now. They want to be in on it because everyone
see the one
is
that
coming
one
to see
he's
Punch.
just like, no, I'm gonna drag you around and throw you.
It was not a fan.
They're always so agitated too when they get abused. They just scurry off. It's tough to watch some of those clips.
Nobody likes it. No one wants to be bullied. You're a macaque. But it was a happy ending for IKEA. That's all that matters.
Right.
Let's see. Anything else?
That's all they really. You know what? That's how you move. That's how you move a peg warming thing. Like just give it. Give it. You know, if something's lingering around, just give it to a cute animal and be like,
give it to
this is what the
animal.
Give it to a cute animal.
Oh,
stage it with a cute animal. What am I gonna do with all these? What's a peg warming figure?
Everything.
Some kind of Britt Baker. I don't know.
The power Britt Baker.
The Power Ranger
Poor
toys.
Britt Baker. Britt Baker. She's a real life dentist. She had to give up dentistry because like weird wrestling fans were coming into her practice. Like she had to basically retire, and then she's not even wrestling now. Like her life was ruined.
I heard. Yeah,
her life was ruined.
It went bad. I heard she had like a couple like fans like because she was the bad guy. Right? Is that how she was portrayed?
She's like a heel. Yeah, she's the bad guy.
She's the heel, and they're like, but they had the fans coming in threatening to kill her, or something along those lines. Like, could you imagine
that? Oh, I did hear that. It's not been corroborated, but I did hear that.
No, but
even
still.
worse than like storyline wise, her being the bad guy. She had a very public breakup with one of the like more popular AEW male superstars. Oh. So like she was portrayed as like a real life bad person. So that probably did not help. You know, the line between reality and fantasy and wrestling is very blurred, and sometimes fans, especially people that gravitate towards wrestling, are not always completely sure what's real and what's not real. And, I'm saying this the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
I'm not offended
as possible. Listen, you wouldn't be. If anything, I would be. So, anyways, that monkey thing is happening. Let's finish on another big story. The trailer, Toy Story 5, was released, and before we look at it, do you have any immediate thoughts on Toy Story 5? Just its existence? Do you think it's needed? Do you think it's like a make good after? Because there's like, we had Toy Story 4, which was not, I think we can all agree, it was not as good as Toy Story 3. So the fact that it kind of took 100%. Away that ending, it seemed unnecessary, and then it gave like this it tried to give like finality to Woody, which is being completely undone in this movie. But then you also had Lightyear, which was another disaster in the not technically part of the Toy Story like story, but you know, the greater world of Toy Story. So it's like, and Pixar, I feel like, has been on a downward spiral for a long time. So Can this movie fix Pixar? Can it fix the Toy Story brand? A lot is riding on this.
Yeah. Am I supposed to complete that thought?
You seem confident. Well, what do you think? Do you think
what am I confident
what
with?
do you think about it? What are your thoughts on Toy Story 5?
I'm not excited.
No.
I don't think there's anything left to be. The finality was in 3. I think that was just a perfect ending. It just encapsulated everything, and I think that's the general opinion of everybody. I think people like seeing the characters on the screen, which is fine, but in terms of substance to the overall story, it ended at 3. It was perfect there. Every cast member, every character had like a moment to like shine and perform and be the center of attention, and then now we have all these other ones. We have these other 2.
Sure.
Yeah.
So here's what I think.
Okay. Perfect. You talk. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Please do. It's a story about toys, and as the kid, like, this story is always about, like, oh, it's about Andy, and now it's about Bonnie. The kid decides when enough is enough. Like, if the toys are still in the house, someone's gonna go find them and play with them. The toy story never ends. The toy story goes on and on. It's like, Lamb Chop. This is the story that never ends, or the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. So I think it's fine. I don't think they need to have a defined ending, because there won't be one until they're broken and thrown away. And that happens to some of them, but I don't think that'll be the ending for any of these characters. Now, in reality, I'm listening to the trailer. The voices are noticeably older, and, I guess it's okay to be like, well, the toys are aging. Woody's got a bald spot. Like, they are getting older, but having their voices age, I feel like, is a step too far, and is kind of horrible. Like, I don't like that. And obviously they had to recast a lot of these, because when they made this first movie in 95 or 93 or whenever that was, they didn't anticipate making them 30 years later. They cast some older folk. So the fact that now, like, half the cast is dead, they're still making these movies. It's, I don't know how to feel, but I will say, watching it, and, like, the music kicks in and you see the characters, and I was like, all right, I do remember how I enjoyed this world. So on the one hand, I'm happy to see it happening. On the other hand, and then, I'm also happy because, like, my youngest son will get to experience a Toy Story movie in theaters. That's fun. I don't think my oldest got to see one in theaters either. Oh, he saw Lightyear. That doesn't count. So I hope it's good. I guess, it'll be fun to have the toys out again. It's the same way I feel about Star Wars. It's like, I like there to be new Star Wars projects because I want there to be toys. It's like, I want there to be a new Gremlins movie because I want there to be toys. I think at the end of the day, Ghostbusters, like, I'll keep making these properties, making it a big deal so we get stuff. I just want the stuff. Hopefully, the product that it's all based around is fine and doesn't do damage to the legacy of the property, but the experience around the actual movie, I think, is more important. So enjoy this time. Enjoy seeing Toy Story stuff in stores again, and just hope that the movie's good. That's all I can do. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No,
that was it.
No.
That was heavy. All right, everybody. Well, before we end, there was someone that messaged us on Instagram today, and he was like, "Are you guys okay?" Because we didn't post. Like, sometimes, almost every week it's on Monday, but sometimes it'll be Tuesday because we'll record Monday. But it won't start going up until Wednesday at the earliest. He was like, "You guys okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're fine." It's nice that people care when they're like, noticed we weren't there. So I let them know we're fine. Everything's fine, and we're recording tonight. And it did happen. So as long as everything actually recorded, you will have a show to listen to. So, all right, everybody. Well, you know what we say. We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.